My wine of the week this week comes from Italy, and it comes from the Veneto, that area up there in the northeast of Italy, north of Venice, famous for making an awful lot of wine, including the most famous wine of the region, I guess, Amarone. This wine is from a company called Tedeschi. It is the Capitel Rocco Valpolicella Ripasso Superiore 2019. That's a big mouthful of a wine, I know, but what the wine is a Ripasso method wine. So what that means is, to make Amarone, you gather together the grapes, you dry them in lofts, and over months the grapes begin to concentrate and shrivel a little bit. You then make your wine from that, your Amarone wine, by pressing those dried grapes and making the subsequent wine. And what happens with Ripasso is that we take all of those skins that were used to make Amarone, we put them into a tank, we fill it with more wine, and that wine becomes Ripasso, made from the same grapes as Amarone, made using Amarone skins, but the technique a little bit cheaper, I guess, to produce, so the wine's a little bit cheaper too. This particular wine is in Robertson Spate and a whole list of other independent merchants that I'll put at the end of the video for around about $18.99. An Amarone would add a tenner to that easily. So on the nose, very nice cherry and herbs is what I get from this wine. There's a kind of little herby lift to it, but the fruit is quite intense, quite cherry and kirsch-like almost. Very, very attractive, very fruity. Then on the palate, well, that use of the Amarone skins gives an impression of sweetness and sweet concentration to the wine. It is a dry wine, but it has that feeling of kind of intense, slightly raisined sweetness, but really good freshness too, with very pert acidity, cherry fruit once again, and very nice refined tannins. It's a very, very attractive wine. As I say, a little bit cheaper than your typical Amarone, but delivering, 95% of the pleasure, I would say, of a very good one. This is the Tedeschi Capitel Rocco. It's Valpolicella Ripasso Superiore at 2019 vintage, for sale for $18.99 from Robertson Spate and lots of other retailers. It is my wine of the week.